What's going on, everyone? This week, Malefactor, Moving, and Mowers. Oh, nice. Bit of dual action. What's going on, everyone? We're here with episode 137 of the Storm Beach podcast, talking about all things great and garbage this week. What's going on, Keelan?
Just quietly, this premium Yebisu
What?
Japanese lager I found in my fridge.
Oh, right.
I would say is very premium. I mean, it tastes like a lager. Is a lager drink, but has a small indent under the pull tab.
Oh,
so you can easily get underneath it.
You fit a little deft Japanese finger under there.
Yeah, and it's got what I can only assume is a sumo wrestler fishing for a goldfish. Actually, kind of looks like a snapper. But yep, would rate especially. Oh, it's Sapporo.
There you go.
Maybe it's not. Oh, it is. There you go. Sapporo Co.
There you go.
Namaste.
Fair enough.
Wrong.
Makes sense.
Wrong one. Fuck. Cultures.
You. Ni hao.
Whoops.
Local racist outs himself.
What's the
you and Bailey Smith handshake meme?
Sumimasen to all our Japanese fans. I'm sorry. But yeah, what has been going on? I have been in stage 1 of the Parramatta move. So
very good. Oh, I could have used masterpieces as the third word.
What masterpieces do we talk about this week?
Yeah, your painting.
Oh,
yeah.
That's already covered by moving. Doesn't feel the same.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough.
But yeah, painted the house was the intention. Go down, move some stuff, paint some stuff. Ended up painting 2 different shades of green, like a darker kind of eucalyptusy green in the. Actually, it was called bay leaf. So if you look at bay leaf,
let's not try and pull the wool over the listeners' ears, shall we?
Yeah. Sorry,
call it what it is.
Yeah, I'll get. Yeah, I feel like a bay leaf and a eucalyptus leaf look fairly similar, and I'm convinced if you put either of them in anything, it still does nothing. Like I'm convinced a bay leaf is a sham. There's no fucking way that adding singular bay leaf to a big pot of beef ragu does anything noticeable.
Yeah.
At least compared to, I don't know, salt.
Everything else that's in there. Yeah. Any of the other 15 ingredients.
Yeah, I mean, even your carrot, celery, and onion combo is doing a significant amount more heavy lifting than 3 fucking bay leaves.
Oh yeah, the Holy Trinity does good work.
Yeah, there's a French word that I'm forgetting. Mise en place.
Yeah,
is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one. Everything's where it's meant to be.
Pretty sure I watched every single episode of
some
every single episode of MasterChef Australia season 1. So
in your house too, it looks like you had some mise en place in your plastic drawers of your Warhammer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Warhammer did get taken down already. Some of it, at least. There's some more to come. I put magnets in the bases and metal sheets in the bottom of the container so they couldn't get jiggled around while they were getting transported.
Very clever.
Bought a drill. I'm now an owner of power tools. So watch out.
Watch out, objects.
Yeah, watch out back of the TV cabinet. We're talking holes for cables.
Now, are you one thing I thought about while watching your house tour videos? Or
sorry that it was
videos.
multiple videos, by the way.
Series.
Turns out Facebook don't appreciate one 6.5 minute video.
All good. Are you taking your barbecue with you?
Probably not. I think it'll live here until it rusts away.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Ain't no way that's fitting in the car. We're not taking a moving van down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No need. I don't need to take any furniture. So
Makes sense.
yeah.
Makes sense. Fair enough.
Yeah. Did you like the extending dining table?
I did. It was very fancy.
It's fucking sick, eh?
I was like, I plan to make use of that.
Yep. It was it's only $150.
Oh,
and
wow.
the thing slides
Very good.
so easily. I was like, this is a cracker. Yeah, absolute bargain. But yeah, those are the highlights, I think, really. Bought some screws to put my television back together.
Nice.
Need to figure out how to put it on the wall, hence the drill.
Makes sense.
Turns out drilling into brick has a few steps or whatever.
Bit trickier, yeah.
Yeah, drill a fucking small hole and then put a big old brick screw in it or some shit. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, don't worry about doing the fucking plastic filler thing and then the screw it. Just get the big brick.
Yeah, I think the
masonry
plastic
screws.
filler
It's
things
just so
are
much
probably
better
okay for
little things.
hanging photos and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to buy some absolute monster
Just
screws for the
units.
television. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
And on the bright side, I shouldn't particularly have to worry about power drilling through cables,
Yes.
as long as there's no power point around where I'm screwing. So
Should be fine.
yeah, pretty keen to put things on walls because I feel like it makes it feel more like a. Well, I mean, obviously painting it makes it feel less like a hotel room as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, hanging things on walls make things feel a
It
bit
helps.
homey.
Yeah. And helps absorb
Imagine
the sounds
behind
too.
you if it wasn't shit hanging all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. It looked terrible. It just looked like a white wall and then half of a white block wall with bricks above it.
Hell yeah!
Spoilers.
Instead, you've got
There's
a
bricks up there.
Whoa! Instead of a St. Stephen's First 15 rugby shirt back there, is that what that is?
Correct. That's one of them.
Yeah,
That's one of them.
nice. I
Excellent.
quite like that Thunder one with the Thunder vertically. Actually, that's
This
fresh.
one? Yeah,
that's
it's pretty
sick.
good. I like that one. That's from a few years back.
Once again, we just S-tiering anything that's remotely color rush.
Yeah. Anything that's very simple design, but color rushy.
Yeah, whoops.
Checks out. Fits the mold. Yeah, I bought that one on sale from like Catch of the Day. It was like $45 or something. It's a 2XL, so it's enormous. I was like, oh, it won't be that big. It's huge.
Hey, it fills the space really
Fills
well.
the space well. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. Oh,
I
thanks
need
for
to
asking. The had a great day today. I now have multiple working mowers after having none.
Oh, fucking good for you.
Yeah, thanks. I got the one I had.
What's the thing? Is it from famine to the feast and the
Feast.
famine thing?
Yeah.
What's the line?
Oh, I don't know. God, I don't know. You look it up. Got my old beat up ride on fixed, so it works, which is good. Got a new one delivered today, 0-turn with a steering wheel, which is very, very fun to use and very quick. So that's going to be a joy and dependable. And Sam and Mum bought me a new push mower as well, which is ripping through the tall grass very well. Got a good first workout. Shout out Mum for tackling a lot of the tall grass, and then me for smashing through some of it. A little bit left to go, but very, very happy with the mowers now, after being very, very not happy with the mowers.
Yeah, so pick your like dream five-a-side mower team.
Mm-hmm.
So you got those, say 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got those 3, and then fill the team.
I got
What positions are your current 3 mowers playing?
Massport, push mower, the new one, pretty solid. What field, what arena are we playing in?
You can pick the sport. I realize when I say five-a-side, it could be basketball or it could be five-a-side football.
Yeah.
So take your pick.
Fair enough. Could be a decent... I'll go decent forward of some sort. A striker, if you will. The new one, which is the Cub Cadet Zero Turn, we'll go midfielder.
With the steering wheel?
Yeah, box to box.
That's some Ryan grab and burst action. That is taking the ball and turning on the spot action.
Yeah, exactly. And then we might go... the Husqvarna that just got repaired, it's probably maybe 2 seasons away from retirement, but dependable, no nonsense. Just kick it straight out, clear the danger, right back.
Right back?
Yeah.
Got a bit of pace on it.
It can go when it needs to.
Any risk of it transferring to Spain?
Emotionally, it's put me through a bit of Spain, yeah.
Very nice. Anything else been going on, or just Mowers?
Just Mowers, really. No, a couple of days at work this week. Rolling into another long weekend, which is nice. So,
hell yeah.
Yeah, did that well.
Nice. Yeah, notice that that Zach guy dude took the piss this week. He's like, you know what?
Just having a laugh.
Might have a $1 billion day weekend real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking what a guy. Didn't even invite us for a $1 billion day weekend. That's all good. Didn't want to anyway.
It's fine. Yeah, wouldn't have wanted to anyway.
It's okay.
It's all right.
It's fine.
All
Zach,
right,
don't jump over to YouTube. It's great.
Any butchers of the week this week?
Fucking, I don't know. Not law enforcement, but more so, I guess, judges and stuff.
Judges and stuff.
Yeah, law people. I think. Oh, and maybe the AFL for letting Noah Bolter play against the Suns.
I think that's fair.
I don't know.
A bit odd, but sure. Yeah.
Oh,
fair enough.
Bit odd to put him in. What do you mean?
Oh, a bit odd for them to allow him to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, can I get a retrospective Butcher of the Week for like January?
Okay.
Yeah, Noah Bolter. Because he cut the fuck out of that dude with his fist, bro.
Yeah.
He fucked him up.
Yeah, pretty not good.
Anyway. Yeah, no, not a good look. No. And I'm happy to then... Do you have a Butcher? Sorry.
I was just racking my brain for one. Probably me for not purchasing any Anzac biscuits with Anzac Day tomorrow. I might just have to spend some time making some. How about that?
Of golden syrup?
Yep.
Fuck, you are Australian.
Is it out of date? Yep.
Oh, doesn't really go out of date.
It's like
does it? Yeah.
Doesn't go bad.
Yeah. It's more of a recommendation.
Yeah. It's best before.
Yeah. Yeah. Just if there's ants in it, don't eat it.
Well, you just pick them out.
Protein and whatnot. Anyway, just eat them.
Scoop them out.
Eat them, pussy. Now, hear me out. Should we roll Richmond fans into the shit list?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I think that's... Yeah, absolutely they're on the shit list.
Yeah. I feel like, inherently they are a little bit fair weather as well. They've been kind of hating on their own team for being shit, even though they've had a lot of recent success.
Yeah.
And then they were cheering someone that very clearly beat the shit out of a dude.
Very, very obviously assaulted a man and was in deep trouble.
Over pizza?
Yes.
A pizza dispute
Yes.
and Italian altercation. No, I'm all out.
A pizza punch on.
Oh, that's much better.
A takeaway tussle.
Oh, that's good. That's actually pretty. That's actually pretty incredible. A little bit of club combat. I didn't realize it was at like a water ski club or like it's like something incredibly
very weird.
Know?
Very
like,
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely on the shit list. Definitely shit list material. Rumors are Bolter wasn't happy with the 7.2 rating that the man had given to the pizza.
He said, and quote, if you don't like fucking pineapple on pizza, don't get a Hawaiian. And then he proceeded to lift him off his feet and drive him into the ground.
The man clearly took more than one bite when he said he was going to do a one-bite pizza review. Let the record state.
Oh, what's that dude's name? Mr. Barstool.
Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, he said, who the fuck you think you are, mate? Dave Portnoy. And then he upended him. Rumour has it the dude Noah Walter beat up also was scoring schooners in the pub as well. Some would say he had been influenced.
Yeah. Fair enough. I don't know about you, but I usually score schooners once I've finished them, once they're empty, and they're all 10s usually.
Have you seen Schooner Scorer?
No.
Oh, fuck.
I think I may have actually.
Yeah, he's
a while back.
All right, we're here at the fucking Bull and the Cock.
Oh, yes, I have.
And I've had a fucking...
we're here at the Dog's Bollocks pub.
It's a lovely summer afternoon.
Yeah.
And we're with some lovely people. It's the same video every time, but it's so good.
Yeah.
He did... kind of been London Marathon, because that's this weekend, I think. He did... Not Boston either. What marathon's before Boston in the lineup, Isaac?
New York?
Chicago? New York.
Chicago?
It might have been...
Just trying to rack my brain of the big marathons.
Nah, New York was November. Chicago, potentially.
Technically before.
It was very recent. Chicago before that. It was it was a big marathon, and he did it or whatever. Turns out he's a runner as well. Who would have thought?
Would it have been?
He did a marathon shoe skewy. I was like, shoey, sorry, shoey.
Oh wow,
skewy shoey.
Yeah, a shoey review.
Yeah, shoey scorer.
Now, riddle me this: is a big marathon bigger than 42Ks? Thanks. Moving on.
Just to remind everyone, Richmond fans cheered Noah Balter.
Mm-hmm.
Fuckwits.
On the list.
Yeah, on the list.
All right, on to footy.
Footy. Oh. I just hate it when the siren finishes early.
You're pre-sirened. Just a bit too excited and, can't quite control it. Lovely. All right, on to footy.
Yeah, dude.
A little bit of footy news. Hot off the press this afternoon, Chad Warner extends for 2 years in Sydney. Oh, shocker.
I didn't see that.
Well, you're not as tapped in as I am, clearly. I'm on the pulse.
on the bleeding pulse of footy.
I'm on the bleeding edge. I'm sniffing around stories.
I've Googled Chad and the country's come up.
Chad has signed a 2-year extension to stay in Africa.
Is Chad landlocked? Oh, it's autofilled Chad Warner when I've Googled it again.
Well, it's in Central Africa, so I would expect so.
Republic of Chad.
Of course it is.
Oh, it is maybe the most central. It's they can't do the California thing and disappear, unfortunately. They can't just disconnect. Blow a couple of into a couple of underground nukes and then flow down into the sea.
Shock horror. Chad Warner decided to sign on for 2 more years to take him through to his actual free agency for a successful footy club and one that has some prospects in the near future. Then go get some extra money and just lose for the next
win nothing. Yeah,
the next 5 years.
The news here being that he, he said that thing about, being open to a move home, which I think is great idea in order to get more money out of the Swans.
Yeah. Yes. Great negotiating tactic for sure.
Yeah.
That will make him... What, 26 when he hits free agency, just looking at his birthday. Some would say prime footy years. So if he only gets better until then, he'll just command a bigger sum. And I guess if he gets sick of winning, then he can go join West Coast for like $2.5 million a season or something at that point.
Potentially more. Will he be the first $3 million?
Who knows?
Yes. We've got no money for other players. We're recruiting from the waffle.
He might get pre-signed by the Devils. Who knows? A big marquee player coming into free agency. And I'm sure they'd be given some extra capital or something, some salary cap exemptions.
Do what the Dolphins did.
Yeah.
Dolphins end up winning something. They did, didn't they? Fins up. Have they won a premiership?
No, God, no.
Have they not? Okay.
But they're not bad.
Yeah, they're better than the Titans.
Yes.
Cool.
Not hard. Really.
And they had Mr. Beignet. So I guess our equivalent... I don't know. Alistair Clarkson, potentially?
Probably.
That's good for him, too. There's not a large Indigenous population in Tasmania.
And do you know why there isn't, Keelan?
I do. Yeah, that was look, I was more so referencing the settled court case that Clarkson was involved in from his time at Hawthorn. I was throwing my own club under the bus there for a moment.
Yep, gotcha. Fair enough.
And I guess myself. So there we go. Sorry.
All right, moving on. I suppose circling back in AFL news, Noah Bolter was, what's the word? Sentenced?
I think, yeah.
Based on for his assault in December. Received a community corrections order, which includes a 10 p.m. curfew, so therefore he can't play later games, given a criminal conviction, and fined $3,000, and worst of all, must abstain from alcohol. He's also been ordered to pay the victim $45,000 in damages.
I didn't realise he wasn't allowed to drink alcohol.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And also he has an interstate travel ban. So he's not going to be able to travel for games. Luckily, he plays for a Victorian team, so 18 of their games this year will be at the MCG. But he'll just have to play the Arvo games that no one wants to watch anyway. Which probably works
Richmond
out
anyway,
for...
so it's fine.
Yeah, it probably works out for the back end of the fixture, which is hasn't been determined, and Richmond's going to stink, so they'll play a lot of Saturday early Arvo games, I'd imagine.
Ooh.
So he'll be able to play some of those, but not the bigger clashes where they travel.
Yeah, I mean the news here is I think Mr. YZE. I need someone else to say his name before I can pronounce it.
It's pronounced Uze.
Uze.
Yeah.
Mr. Yuzu.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Uzu. Mr. Yuze. Bit of a soft cock as well, I would say. Oh no, we didn't expect Noah to have a 10 p.m. curfew. Or Noah's flat, disappointed and emotional. Oh, well, Noah's also a fucking adult that beat another grown man into the concrete in a car park after a few beers. So I think maybe instead of trying to be Noah Bolter's friend, you should, I don't know, be his employer, or even better, like, you know, some form of senior role model that doesn't just back him and kind of paint him as a victim, because he's not a victim.
Certainly not.
He's a thug.
Yes,
So,
correct.
Tough. Oh no, sir, but he was drunk. Oh, just fucking don't get so mad you fucking beat someone into the ground, bro. It's not hard.
But the bloke ordered a Hawaiian pizza, and pineapple doesn't belong on pizza.
Oh, the guy got fucking pepperoni, and his mate said, "Oh, pineapple's really good on pepperoni." Which it is actually. Thanks for that recommendation. That was pretty
you're
delicious.
welcome. Yeah, it was very good. He said VV was shit.
It was a border town. He was a Tooheys guy.
I do actually kind of appreciate all the Big J journalists, pundits, saying, frankly, if Richmond make any sort of non-football, community effort stand on anything, we're not going to listen to it at all.
Yeah. Sensible.
Which that computes in my mind. That checks out. Stand for something, fall for anything, I guess.
Now, hear me out. How did Bailey Smith get a larger fine for shoving a football into an opponent's face and then flipping off the crowd compared to an actual magistrate giving Noah Bolter a fine for beating someone?
I feel like
in a car park.
It should definitely be larger. It should be like what they do in the Scandinavian countries or wherever, where they give out traffic fines proportionate to your income.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it should be like that.
Yeah. Did your video just disappear?
It did for a second.
Wow, that was fun.
Yeah.
Had me worried I was going to have to pod solo.
That's it. It says new recording track created because I changed device, apparently. Good stuff.
Oh, what a treat.
Oh,
hopefully you're still here for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is the AFL going to give him anything separately? We just don't know yet, potentially.
We don't know yet.
It's only been one business day.
I guess not. He can't play the game that starts in 3 minutes because it would end too late. Although, what if he plays the first half of matches, gets subbed off, and goes home? And is home before 10.
If they were that desperate,
they could probably do that.
But also, the footy's so loud. I'm so sorry. Did that come through for you? Okay,
no,
good.
It's fine.
Okay, sweet. That attacked me a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like it depends what the negative would be of him not being home for curfew. Like, is it a hard, you're 1 minute past 10 at home, you're fucking in jail?
I think it's a go directly to jail, do not collect $200 sort of situation.
Don't even collect his match fee.
Yeah, correct.
Wow. Now, look, if I'm the Richmond Footy Club here, I'm happily taking the spoon, getting a few draft picks, and not paying Noah Bolter his match fees after 10 p.m.
Yeah, probably good shout.
Yeah.
I just saw a flash up on the screen. D's ball movement.
Yeah. Thought this was meant to start at 7:30 on the dot, but the bounce is in 2 minutes.
Yeah, they're doing a El Clasico. I have noticed that they've started doing El Clasico like American sports, where it's like, you know, our time 10:37 a.m. start time for whatever reason. Yeah.
Look, I'm okay with that in the way that, you know, does mean if I slightly forget, I in theory might still get there for the bounce.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess
First win to the D's, they won the toss.
maybe we should live stream a game after I move and my life settles down just a smidge. Perhaps.
Yeah, we can just both wear aviators and just sit really close to the screen, and then it can just reflect back in the camera.
We could do the classic sports stream pirating thing of just mirror imaging everything. So that way all the logos, no one can search fucking Twitch for the Fox Footy logo because it's back to the front.
What if I just put a mirror behind me?
What do you mean? This is how my room's always been. I've got a mirror behind me right now.
Oh, there you go.
The back of my chair. That's the back of my chair.
Yeah.
So it'd be difficult. I need to change the angle.
Yeah.
Maybe two mirrors. Television on the wall in front of me.
Yeah.
A bit of like a ancient Greek siege where the physicist who was also a philosopher pointed the mirrors at each other. No, magnifying glasses at each other or whatever and burnt the ships.
Archimedes' death ray, is that what you're going for?
Yeah, Archimedes' death ray. Thank you.
Alley oop. I knew what you were talking about the whole time. I just wanted to hear you struggle.
Thank you. I mean, half of that was struggling for the word of philosopher. I was like poet, fucking in my head. But it turns out, no. He was the one that actually wasn't a philosopher.
Oh.
He was everything but mathematician, physicist, engineer, astronomer, and inventor.
That's quite surprising, actually, because, you know, the dominant industry back then was philosopher, or it was, you know, philosophy.
Yeah.
There are lots of double degrees floating around, philosophy and...
Well, I think it's a PhD. Whoa.
There you go.
Whoa, man. All right, Aristotle, my boy. He went to the Platonic Academy. Unusual in those times. Philosopher and polymath. Poly, a lot more usual in those times.
Also true. I just thought of another word we could use for the intro. We could have just said Michelangelo because he's been painting as well.
As I said, we can't do that. It's too much of the same.
You didn't do the ceiling too, to be fair. That's for when
Painting ceiling looks like the fucking worst. Just quietly, actually, on painting, I get reels and whatnot of dudes painting their houses now because I was Googling, you know,
how to paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I think buying a really expensive roller is actually the cheat code.
It's definitely a buy it once or buy it twice scenario, and make sure you clean up properly.
Well, not even then, but like, just don't have to buy it twice necessarily, but just
but they are a lot better if you get a quality one.
So you do a wall like the size of one of the ones I did.
Yeah,
with one roller full of paint.
Yeah,
and it was a brown paint going over a white paint, and it was basically a one coat jobby. I was like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
So yeah, take my advice and just save yourself the hassle.
Spend the extra $10 or whatever it is. It's worth it.
Cutting in can fuck off. I reckon you pay a painter to cut in.
Mate, you come in and just cut in for me. I've done the rest of the wall. I just need to
just cut into my perfectly rolled walls, please.
Yeah, definitely the worst bit.
Oh yeah, turns out painting Warhammer doesn't really carry over to painting walls.
No. Yeah, you can't quite dunk a wall.
I don't dunk fucking miniatures in paint either. Someone did release a product, one of the companies that's more like paint your army as fast as humanly possible so you can get your whole thing on the table. Like one of the ones that is more about the actual playing the game side of the hobby. They released essentially what was a
like a dunking conveyor belt where you just hook them all up and they just dunk through.
No, I was going to say a Milo tin, but you're like a small Milo tin, and you'd paint your two or three colors on your miniature to differentiate what the fuck it was, and then you dunk the whole thing in the shade, and you pull it out, and then all of a sudden everything's got definition.
Oh, interesting.
And you're like, oh yeah, cool, because of it's settled because it's a very watery paint. It settles into the recesses.
Yeah,
it actually gives you light and dark.
Yep.
But no, I don't do that. The long way around.
Now, an even more expensive option, which is, I think now a bit more standard across the actual painting industry, is spraying.
Yeah.
Very, very, very much more expensive to get a quality paint sprayer.
They were available at the shop.
Yeah.
And as someone that has just bought his first power tool, I was feeling a little bit adventurous. I feel like I'd be worried about spraying my floor. I would have had to actually use drop sheets properly.
Yeah, the problem with spraying is you have to cover literally
the
everything
fucking
else.
house.
Yeah.
If there's a bit of... You have to have the windows closed. Actually, no, you don't.
Well,
you do, but you also don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to cross breeze because it's going to blow onto all your shit. Or just cover all your stuff. Seems like a faff.
Yeah. Roll is the way to go. I'm considering getting a sprayer to do the outside of the house, but I also don't want to have to... I also don't want to have to cover the rest of the outside of the house that isn't getting painted, because that's quite a big area. So I might just take, a couple of weeks off and just roll everything.
Could be well, if you split up your weekend, one day rolling and one day mowing, from now until the end of the year.
I'll be done by the time I retire. The house will be...
Yeah. You can enjoy the house.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right, should we do some recaps?
We should. All right, first up, round 6 at the Gabba, we had Brisbane 7-11, 53. Missed that one. Collingwood 16-9, 105.
I've got Lions fans sad that Daniel Mick went to Collingwood, the former Lion kicking 3 goals in the Pies' dominant victory at the Gabba.
Yep, nice, pretty good. Accurate. And I had emergency by the brown snake as hot pies burn 23 Brisbaneites before catching fire and scorching the Gabba turf.
Fucking good luck with the amount of rain we've had recently.
True. Very true.
Must be fucking hot pies.
There was, funnily enough, we went and used the mowers on my lunch break because the sun had been out pretty much all day. And then it got to, 3 o'clock and just started pouring. So I was like, well, at least we got to use
shocking.
it. Not great. Looks like the rain.
I drove to Goodna today, and on the way back, I couldn't fucking see anything for like 15 minutes because the rain was that heavy. had to do 60 in a 100 zone. Everyone else in front of me was doing 60. I was like, okay, cool, because I can't see anything right now. So
Yeah.
that's great.
Yep. It was
Just quietly, auto lights, bit of a plague on the highway when it's raining, because people forget to put their lights on.
yeah.
Idiots.
Yep. It's a bit silly, especially like
How am I going to see you?
middle of the day. Very sunny but heavy rain. They just don't come on.
Yeah.
So,
And you're like, oh,
not great.
that silver car in front of me just all of a sudden appeared.
That asphalt-coloured car in front of me
Yeah.
is there right now. But you mentioned before the show the Gabba very much not a fortress anymore.
No.
It's fallen to pieces a little bit. Probably due to maybe find a different home if they want to build a new fortress. Don't hold your breath. Still a while away. But the Pies are very good. Ruining Brisbane's undefeated streak. And we probably spoke that into existence. Don't skip ahead as far as the undefeated teams go.
I don't want to take credit for your actions.
That's things are never as good as they seem, never as bad as they seem. I think, unless you're West Coast or North Melbourne, then they're exactly as bad as they seem.
Yeah. Actually, Richmond, it might be worse than it seems, because obviously, don't skip ahead. With in the previous week having a victory against the Blues. I mean, you might seem like you're okay, but all of a sudden, all you're doing is finishing 16th, 17th, and getting worse picks.
Correct. You're shooting yourself in the foot at that point.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of Blues.
Speaking of Blues, at Marvel we had North Melbourne 11-5, 71. Carlton 24-9, 153.
Down in the dumps, Blues feel a hell of a lot better after wailing on even shittier North.
True. Very apt. Same old North Melbourne roadkill left strewn across Docklands as Carlton blew them away under the bonnet.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thank you. You may not believe it, but I didn't really watch this game.
I didn't either. It was look. It may have been Good Friday by name, but it wasn't. It certainly wasn't Good Friday by footy that was played.
Yeah, correct. Very true. I don't know. Credit to Carlton for kicking extremely straight. Although they might have shot themselves in the foot and used up all their straight kicks for the year.
Charlie Curnow didn't. He did kick 3 behinds, silly sausage.
Yeah.
You know who didn't kick any behinds? He didn't play, did he?
No, notable out, Harry Mackay, and they kicked absurdly straight.
Oh, yeah, it's because he...
Riddle me this.
Yeah. No, we can't wail on him. He was a bit sad the other week.
Was a bit sad. That's true.
Yeah. Well, leave him be.
That's true. All right. Should we move on out west?
Way out west where the rain don't fall.
Mm-hmm.
Working for a company... There's 2 versions, isn't there? I feel like one of them says drilling for oil, and one of them says digging for ore. Or is it 2 verses that do that? Anyway. Don't worry about it. Forget I was even here.
West Coast 11-9-75, Essendon 11-11-77.
Draper shushes the crowd, and footy gods smite him with Achilles injury.
And Brascott clearly made his wish at the right time, as Essendon's 11-11 was heavily supplemented by Peter's 6-1 to narrowly avoid the Eagles.
The Big Pete kicked 6-1 on return.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck me.
Penciled him in for a returning snag bagger, that's for sure. 2 metre Peter. I don't know about you, but I certainly wouldn't be penciling him this week.
He's used it all.
The odds would have no value, and yeah, he's used it all, so there's no point.
Good season. He's done.
Pack
up. Him up.
Don't waste it.
You know, it feels a bit odd.
I'm
older than Peter Wright.
Bit strange, innit?
Not by much.
No.
Only what, 4 months or so, but still.
Definitely a bit strange.
Almost as strange as them having Dutton written on the front of their shirt in a election year.
Correct. Also very strange. Credit to the Eagles for starting the first quarter 5-0, 5 straight goals. Credit to the Bombers for coming back from that and winning, I guess. But
they're used to adversity, I think.
It's the Eagles. Yeah. Can't expect too much. All right, and then on to Saturday.
At this point, footy was well and truly dead.
It was bad week. Bad week for everyone. So, somehow the kiss of death only got, I think, 4. But no one else did that well, I feel. So,
I
it's bad week all around.
A game. What was next?
At the G's, we had D's 16-11-107, Dockers 14-13-97.
Sorry, right now the D's are. I was really hoping they were going to do something interesting, but they didn't. Anyway, Simon Goodwin keeps job for 1 more week. Fremantle considering terminating part-time employment of Justin Longmuir. That, of course, a reference to his not being on a contract. Literally being a regular old employee of the club.
There's an odd one.
I feel like it wouldn't give me any faith. And I did see a hell of a lot of shit get tossed at literally everyone but the Fremantle players because in theory their list is much better than it performs.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Big J journalist, match report, delightful, first word.
Too many chocolates for them, I think.
Yeah. Getting a bit silly. I had Pickett and his petty officer sink the Dockers in a shootout. Pretty simple.
Pretty good.
Yep, thank you.
I'll take it. Yeah, he hasn't played much this year, so...
Pickett 5-2 and 24 disposals, so pretty good game. And Harrison Petty 4 goals straight from 10 disposals.
I think he was just lining up for goal there a second ago too, and I think he's whiffed it or kicked it short or something. Something happened. But yeah, no, they played well. And look, Shea Bolton, kind of fun. But you need more than kind of fun.
Unfortunately,
you need to not kick 13 behinds for a start.
Correct. Kick your goals. That'll be a running.
I don't know. Here's one for
trend.
you. Jeremy wasn't feeling too sharp after kicking 3 behinds and 1 goal.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, fucking zinger. Murphy wasn't reading the wind very well, kicking 2 behinds, 1 goal. Do it all fucking afternoon, mate. I've got nothing for Michael Fredericks at 0 goals, 2 behinds, though. Although what is actually worse for him is 8 disposals.
That's not a lot.
No. Not great. Anyway,
Not a lot.
speaking of shit footy.
Speaking of shit footy, Adelaide Oval. Good thing it didn't rain the week before during gather round. Otherwise, it would have been a terrible weekend. Crows 7:10:52. Giants 4:10:34.
Giants get altitude sickness and fall off the beanstalk thanks to high-flying Crows in maybe the most miserable game of footy for the year.
Pretty good. I had this was a bit like watching Arnold Schwarzenegger hooking up with his housekeeper. It was an ugly affair. Keelan's just Googling Arnold Schwarzenegger's housekeeper. Just to let that one sink in while he does that. The Giants had
come on, man.
1 goal for by halftime.
It's not great. Anyway.
Although he did get a carbon copy of himself out of that affair. So at least we can cheer about that.
Can he act?
If he's on par with Arnold, then I'm sure it's fine.
That was the road I was going down.
Possible.
I was hoping you'd say no. Like father, like son.
Mm-hmm.
Has he done steroids yet?
Probably.
Like father, like son.
Credit to the Crows, I guess, shaking the fraud watch tag, but it was, very, very not good conditions.
Yeah, seemingly Giants getting, funnily enough, usual names, Whitfield, Green, getting, I don't know, all of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking do something with it.
Try and do something. How's that sound?
Yeah, I don't know, footy?
I guess there was lots of slippery handballs like in the middle.
I can only imagine. There's got to be a. Let me hit the advanced statistics. Disposal efficiency. Disposal efficiency.
They certainly weren't deficient of disposals. Those blokes.
No, not them fellas. What did I say? Whitfield. Tom Green giving the ball away at 1/3 of the time. Lockie Whitfield only gave the ball away 1/5 of the time.
Well, that's pretty good. He had a lot.
It's actually not bad. And he kicked it a lot more than Tom Green did too. Anyway. Hold on. They get more... Lockie Whitfield got more disposals than the club did fucking points.
Yep.
So did Tom Green. 39, 36, Giants 34.
Tough look.
Shocking.
Very tough look. Giants no good in the wet. Lock that into your brain for future use.
I didn't watch this one. I was... what time was this?
Afternoon-ish.
I think I was purchasing table at this point.
Yep. I think I was mowing at this point.
Yeah. Probably better than this.
Certainly more satisfying. All right, shall we move along?
Marvels. Don't even look that wet. Their hair's dry. Hold on. Did it rain or no?
I thought it was wet.
Did it actually rain?
Well, the bits I saw towards the end, it was raining, for sure.
I'm watching a clip here. Second quarter. I mean, normally, it looks pretty windy. There's shit blowing all over the field.
Yeah.
No rain, though, at that point. Everyone's looking very dry. Hair immaculate. Anyway.
All right, moving on. Marvel Stadium, Richmond, 12-8-80. Gold Coast, 9-15-69.
Nice. I have soon to be convicted criminal Oh, well, I guess technically convicted now.
Mm-hmm.
Picture this one 2 days ago. Soon to be convicted criminal locks son's forwards up, leaving the boys in red on red, feeling blue.
Nice one. Pretty good. The Suns tried to stay undefeated the hard way, kicking more goals in the fourth than the first three quarters, while fighting from a long way back. The roof of the Solar Stadium blocked out their shining start to the season.
Nice.
I guess.
In a sad way.
Yeah. The narrative that Dimmer doesn't like to play there, I mean, it's
pretty accurate at this point.
Kind of accurate, but also a bit dead because Mac Andrew kicked the game-winning goal against Essendon at that stadium late last year. So,
Big Mac.
Yes and no. Just fucking kick your goals and we're having a different conversation. Simple as that.
Yeah. Or don't let thugs play footy.
Play footy. Also true. First quarter wasn't great. Second quarter,
no.
The Suns dominated them. Richmond still kicked 3 goals, 1, basically all on rebound. The Suns kicked 1-6 in the second quarter. 1 goal, 6. If they turn that around to, 3-4, different position. And then
Completely
Richmond
different.
had all of the momentum in the third quarter, putting up 6 goals. 6 goals, 1. Very efficient. And then the Suns went 5-4 in the last to 2 points and lost by 11. Couldn't kick any more goals. Very unfortunate. Miller and Anderson had pretty good games, I suppose. Bolter was pretty much the only one who was doing anything.
Tim Taranto had a bunch of it too.
Did too. Pretty much the only stats that Richmond outpointed the Suns on were contested possessions, and funnily enough, when you have 20 more inside 50s, possessions in your defensive 50 are probably usually contested. So they won by by 10. And then
intercept marks, I think Nick Boston took about 27.
True. And free kicks. Richmond had 2 more. So that's the big one everyone's pointing towards. Oh, look what happens when the Suns don't have all the free kicks go their way. One thing that I forgot about, now I'm going to get fucking all riled up about again.
For anyone that gets triggered when Isaac gets rolled up, just skip ahead 5 minutes.
And I'm going to confirm this because I think it's... Hold on.
He doesn't like to get riled up without facts.
I want to find the umpire's name.
Jeff.
No.
How do you find the umpire's name?
Great question. Is this right?
Oh, it'll be the player with the least amount of disposals on the Richmond team. It was Ben King's 100th game.
It was Ben King. It was also Lockie Weller's
100th
game, even though, he had 1 goal.
It's not great. Would you believe?
No. I'm trying to think. I'm almost positive the umpire's name is Brett Rosen, and we're getting a lot of pictures of the guy that I'm talking about, right?
Mm.
What's the one thing that umpires or referees never do after they make a call, Keelan? You can complain all you want, and they won't ever change their mind.
Oh, sometimes they will.
Sometimes they will, apparently, because this umpire blows free kick arms pointing, for a Gold Coast free kick holding against Matt Rowell, I believe. And then as he took 3 steps in, you hear on the live umpire mic, "Oh, actually, you were both holding. I'll ball it up." So he stopped play to award a free kick. The ball was still in play when he stopped play to award a free kick. and then he went half a millisecond later, oh, actually, let's not pay this free kick to the Gold Coast who have all the momentum. Let's not do that.
Look,
it's not the free kicks that are awarded to the other team that frustrates fans the most. It's the ones that aren't.
It's the ones that aren't. Yeah.
And you can't find them unless you're watching the game because they're not in the stats.
I don't hate that though, if I'm honest. That particular example.
Look, if you're going to make a call, stick to it.
Yeah. But like it is a fair outcome, I suppose.
I guess so.
In you know,
if
ideally,
they are both holding.
you know, if yeah. I didn't roll it back to because I forgot to take my television remote to Sydney. Whoops. I didn't roll it back, so it was. But look, if they both were holding, that is.
The last 5 minutes was particularly horrendous for.
There was less memorable examples that were worse, I think. Yeah.
For whatever reason,
that exact example never happens though, which is why I think
that's why I
remembered it too. Yeah,
I just watched Tom Lynch get dumped on his ass by Stephen May. Things you love to see. Over the boundary line as well. The
Gold Coast frames.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes was so bad. After it seemingly be a directive to whistle stoppages of play quicker to remove the potential for dumping tackles, etc., where players are defenseless.
Yeah,
it felt like both teams just got 10 years to try and fight out of a tackle or dispose of the ball before anything was happened. And if it got knocked free in that time, it was fine.
And then, funnily enough, in a reasonably close final 5 minutes of a quarter, kind of eats up a bit of time.
It does, certainly does. But Mac Andrew was a bit silly again, and that that's one goal pegged back, unfortunately.
Look,
Tom Lynch then elbowed him in the face right in front of the umpire. Nothing happened, so that was cool. You can just sort of fall on players.
Documented flog, though.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, shout out the Richmond fans for booing Mac Andrew for the rest of the game after he threw a player to the ground in a non-violent way. You sort of slung him around and the guy helicoptered away from him. But cheering Noah Bolter.
So all Richmond fans are racist.
Correct.
That's all I can hear.
It sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Tim Tarantino's taking the biggest dive I've ever seen.
Tim Tarantino.
Mm-hmm. And surprise, surprise, he's got a shot on goal for it. I saw that from Tom Lynch a couple times last week. All right, moving on.
He's mad. He's furious.
We get caught up in it. All right, and then at the SCG on Sunday, we had Sydney 10-17 kicker goals, 77. Port Adelaide 13-7, 85.
I've gone for short and sweet on this one. If Port could fuck off, that would be swell.
Nice. Yep. Very good. Yep. I went similar. Another short one. Port Power poke past imprecise paddlers by 8 points.
As soon as you said Port Power, I knew what was fucking on the menu. Hey, pop filter, thank Christ.
Yeah.
We're never getting you a condenser mic without a pop filter. You'll just be absolutely fucking annihilating it.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of live com from X.com. Some fans are fining for diving in regards to Tim Taranto just for that goal he's kicked and the action before. One umpire said no, then the umpire 100 metres away called it.
I'm pretty sure pretty sure the guy that Noah bolted slammed into the ground and then beat the shit out of dived. Actually,
Yeah, probably.
yeah, he dove into it. Just made the most of it. No free kick was paid there. Anyway,
All right.
look, this game was actually like lots of behinds,
It was actually pretty good, regardless.
but it was actually it was good.
Sydney have found a key forward option in Aaron Francis, just swinging him up forward. They've got nothing else. They're like, oh, fuck, everyone else is doing it. Let's just send a fullback up forward and see what happens.
He is listed as a key forward.
Yep.
Yeah.
They quickly jumped on his wiki and updated it after this game.
They jumped on AFL.com
Yeah.
and they were like, you know what? Fuck,
Here
we
we
could
go.
do. So, yeah, I mean, attempt 2 at throwing someone from the back up forward has worked for them.
Yep.
So Tom McCartan has resumed.
Didn't really pan out, so he's
Big
gone
boy
back to
defender
regular
duties.
programming.
He's just too pretty to be good at everything, Mr. McCartan.
That's true.
He's got essence of Henry Cavill.
Yeah, can't have everything. He'd definitely be an offshoot for sure. If Cavill was a species, he'd be in there.
Yeah, he's a Cavillite.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, can't have everything. You know, I'm sure he's probably got a big hammer, and you know the ladies love him or whatever. But can't also be a good key forward.
No,
It'd just be unfair.
When people talk about James Sicily playing forward, and then say it's just because any defender can read the ball well. Turns out it's not. the evidence shows.
Turns out it doesn't work for a full match.
No.
You got to pick your moments.
Yeah. Oh, I reckon James Sicily could play forward for a whole match,
Oh, he could,
but it's because he wears long sleeves.
but it's not as exciting.
Yeah, no. It's way more fun when you don't know which end of the field he's going to walk to, or if he's accidentally walked to the wrong end after half time.
Yeah, exactly. After a break, and he's just stayed at the same end.
Oh, does he think Hardwick's playing back this week? Why is he walking forward?
Oh, very good. All right, and then Marvel, we had Western Bulldogs 18-19, 127. St Kilda 8-8, 56. Things you love to see.
God bless. Yeah, I've got the Bont is back, but Dogs fans mourn loss of Sam Darcy in a crushing win of Soulless Saints on the Lord's Day.
Huge. Yeah, very good. Very good. I didn't go Easter pun heavy this year, although it might have made things a bit easier, to be fair. I had Bulldogs crucify Saints, then rip the bones from their body and chew them to bits.
Sorry, you didn't go Easter pun heavy. Yes, you started with if you had to Family Feud at Easter, right? And rule out all the commercial side of it.
Yeah.
So just the religious side of Easter.
Yep.
I think
Crucify is on the
crucify
board.
or crucifixion is probably worth the most points there.
Yeah. It's
Jesus a close second.
It's probably top 5. Easy.
It's top 2. It's Jesus and crucifixion. Close third is Rise Again or something. That's a band. Shout out Guitar Hero 3, Prayer of the Refugee.
But yeah, no, good. Good is all I have to say about this game. Good. Other than Sam Darcy's injury.
It's things you do
ACL,
love to see.
So it's fine.
Oh, did he? That's good.
Yeah.
How long is he out for?
It might be undetermined.
Because the Ugal Argan's still out too, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
Injury update. Cleared of ACL damage. Significant knee injury. Fracture.
the thing that I said was impossible Oh, sorry.
All good. Further updates will be provided. No timeline yet.
Oh, okay. No ACL. That's good for them.
Yep.
The thing that I said was impossible for Tom Liberatore to string multiple good games together. Jinxed it. Whoops. The Bont's back, and still he had 29.
Yeah.
And a goal. I mean,
Yep.
obviously the Bont had more, but somehow, I mean, they had essentially 5 players with 30 disposals. But I don't know, when you're smattering someone by fucking approximately 1 billion points, it's kind of to be expected.
Yes, correct.
Actually, is it? It's 2 disposals and a goal, really. It could have been a 36 disposal game for them if they were efficient about it. It's all you need.
That's true.
Is a hit out a disposal? Or technically no?
No.
So there you go.
Yeah, literally, just 2 disposals.
It's a hit
goal
out.
Can happen.
It's a pick your midfielder.
Yep.
Run through the stoppage, which, and then kick it inside 50. Easy. Done.
Yeah. The most efficient is just hit out to advantage, stream into 50 and kick on the run. 1 and a goal.
More efficient, grab the... Oh, someone just got... That looked worse than it was, I think. Someone came streaming in after D's player marked the ball. Anyway, just grab the ball out of the air. You can't do that, can you? You can't do that in the centre stoppage, can you?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, damn. Unfortunate.
I don't think
maybe.
so. Otherwise, it would happen more often than you'd think. It happens all the time everywhere else.
Speaking of Ruckman going for a run, shout out Darcy Cameron, who we forgot to shout out of the week for logging his first ever career bounce.
Credit to him, I suppose.
Full credit. When I was watching it live, I did say, fuck, that looks shocking. Doesn't look like he's ever bounced a ball in his life. Turns out he hadn't.
Turns out it was literally the first time.
Fucking learning on the job, did a pretty solid job. Not used to counting how many steps he had to take. I reckon he took 5 and was like, shit, I've gone far too far here. Bounce it so everyone forgets. And that was it for footy, I think.
No, there was one more game on Easter Monday.
Yeah.
At the MCG, Geelong 12-14-86, Hawthorn 11-13-79.
Maybe the best game of the week.
It probably was, actually.
Even though the result didn't go my way, it was very good footy.
Very good.
I've got nothing about the result. I've got Connor Nash forgets he's 6 foot, 1 billion tall, decapitates Brian Myers and gets 4-week ban in Hawks tight fought Easter Monday loss.
True. It's accurate.
It is accurate. And look, I think... Oh, no, you do your thing first, then I'll do a shallow dive into it.
Sure. I said the Wizard was good, but the Cats had more mana to outlast Hawthorn in the magical duel.
Oh, that's pretty good. Paddy Dangerfield has got to be fucking drinking some sort of potion, to be fair. Wine. He's old.
True. And it's a known thing that the Cats drink wine after games. They sit around and drink wine after games.
Do they?
Because, of course. Yeah. They've got a little wine club.
I kind of hate them more now.
It's not... Yeah. It's a bit...
Did you see Jeremy Cameron try and bicycle kick volley a goal, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, that would have been sick. I would have let him have it. I would have been like, that's fine, no worries. All right, Cristiano.
Yeah, it was quite impressive. It was just a shame that it missed.
Yeah, I think it hit the post basically as far up the post as it could. It got to basically the top of it, and then went, oh no, I've just hit the inside of it here.
Yeah.
Just quietly, though, yes, on this ban for Nashi, He knocked someone out cold, so fair enough or
Fair.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm not at all disputing that should be 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But if that is 4 weeks, something in which looks very, it's accidental in the way that it's a tall player coming up against. I probably should have checked how tall Brian Myers was.
Not as tall. Well, you just say that.
He's definitely like Connor Nash is like 6'8" or something. He plays ruck sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, Brian Myers, I don't think is ever been asked in any level of football to take a bounce. He's 179 centimeters as opposed to
198. Bit of a difference.
Imagine being 198. Just round up. But yeah, so in the heat of a stoppage, Brian Myers cops a bit of Connor Nash's massive Irish shoulder, and I think the really telling thing about the incident and why maybe it could. I think 4 is actually maybe a touch big because we've seen other things this year and they've been 3. But the telling thing is no Cats player immediately started throwing. Like there was no biff or anything, even though he was very clearly out cold.
Yes.
And it's like, there was clearly no, you're inherently doing something that wrong.
No, it clearly came across as a very genuine footballing act at the time.
Yeah. Unlike when we normally say footballing act, and it's completely incorrect.
Unlike the legal defense of footballing act, this was legitimately a footballing act that went poorly. But the 4 weeks was definitely a combo of the action and the outcome, which we've had our opinions on judging or adjudicating things based on outcome. But I think at least 3 was probably right.
3's okay.
Yeah.
My problem is with other things, and this one's a bit tougher because it's, September 2023, so it's a while ago now, so it's a bit harder of a comparison. But Maynard got 3 weeks for being a human missile. And while you can say, whatever, he wasn't in control of his body because he was in the air, how the fuck did he get in the air, dude? He was completely in control of his body and he decided to fly. But yeah, no, look, I haven't seen any interviews or anything because it's been quite busy, but I'm sure that Sam Mitchell was like, yeah, no, fair. Connor Nash will probably be like, why don't I just go to Liverpool? Fiddle-dee-dee. Fiddle-dee-dee, 4 weeks not bad, eh?
That's probably exactly how a 2-metre tall Irishman sounds.
Yeah, no. I have heard him talk. He does not sound anything like that.
Exactly the same as the 3-foot mythical ones.
Yeah, but all in all, good game. Just quietly, though, Carl Amon had fucking incredible back end of that game. That's all I've got.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. I've lost my mouse.
A quick hour has turned into an hour 20. Whoops. I forgot to look at the time.
Me too. Our shoe into the week picks. You had the Hawks, who lost by 7. I had Freo, who lost by 10. Kiss of Death.
I forgot they lost.
Took West Coast, who lost by 2. So we are unchanged on yourself on 5, me on 4. Kiss of Death on whatever it is. It doesn't really matter.
I don't even think I could pick Hawks this week.
Probably.
We'll find out. We'll find out shortly.
Probably not. Should we get our tips out then?
We need a button for that, I think.
Yep. We can figure it
tips?
out. We can
on the browser. I can see a button for concussion. I can't see a button for tips. Oh, there it is. I didn't have to open a hamburger menu. I've already done a little bit of tip.
Well, I've done one game of tip.
Yeah. I made sure I got my Melbourne tip in, which, sorry, just to clarify, means I tipped Melbourne, and I tipped them by 9, which currently the game is 21-22 in the second quarter.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, it's becoming a lot less exciting.
Correct. I tipped Melbourne by, what I do, 20.
A Richmond defender had a clear mark on the ball, and another Richmond defender just shouldered him in midair, made him drop the ball.
Very good.
You said by 20?
Yes.
D's by 20? Ooh!
Yep.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, there was a really nice kick that... Oh, no. He's got Tom Liberatore tattoos, but doesn't suit the vibe. There's a Richmond player. I'll get his number. I'll go back. Look him up. 50. He's got the, random assortment. Yeah, number 50. He's got a random assortment of tats.
All right. Hold on. I'll do it now.
But he doesn't look like he would, order a filter coffee at a Melbourne cafe, Like he's...
Number 50 is Campbell Gray, 21.
He's got a lot of tattoos for a 21-year-old. Well, he looks like he's 16. And he's got on his right arm, he's got a random assortment of stuff that's not joined together.
Gotcha.
Oh, this is his first ever game.
Shout out.
Sorry, mate. This is his first ever game at AFL level, and he's already got, I don't know, pushing 10 separate tattoos.
Well, maybe
he looks like a...
He never thought he'd make it this far.
Yeah, he's like a tan, short back and sides, short top, absolute white man business cut.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he could work the drive-through at McDonald's. But then he's got the, Tom Liberatore hipster tattoos. It's just a mismatch in my brain. It's not doing me any good.
Yep. Fair enough. Does not compute. All right, Anzac Day Classic, Collingwood, Essendon. It's the Pies.
Pies. I've got the Pies here.
Pies by a lot. And we've got, you wouldn't believe it, 2 up on Anzac Day. Out west, we've got Fremantle hosting Adelaide.
I've actually got Adelaide here, even though...
The odds are weird, again.
I don't know. I feel like Adelaide are actually good. The last one where the odds were weird...
Bulldogs weren't good.
Bulldogs weren't in their stride yet.
Correct.
Adelaide weren't, last week. But
yeah, I'm with you on Adelaide.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We're fucked here, aren't we?
Yeah, probably. All right, Marvel, St Kilda, Brisbane for me.
Yeah, I've got Brisbane,
and then Adelaide Oval, Port Adelaide, North Melbourne, Port Adelaide.
Big Port here. Funnily enough, that's fucked.
Pretty easy choice.
Poor North.
And then first game of the year at the Honey Hole. Monica Oval, GWS hosting Western Bulldogs.
Dogs are good. Can they outplay the Honey Hole? Probably not. I've gone Giants. Just for the Honey Hole factor, mostly.
Honey Hole factor.
I can't see the odds anymore.
There's no odds for... Oh, yeah, I got no odds on mine.
Did you already submit all your things?
No.
Oh,
actually, hold on. No, it's still there. Giants $1.52. Bulldogs $2.50.
Huh.
So fairly strong favourites.
I'm quite surprised by that, to be honest.
I guess
I thought it'd be tighter.
About 45% chance of rain at this time. So depending on weather, it might be The dog's rolling around in the mud, but Honey
No
Hole
Sam
factor,
Darcy,
I
but they
think.
got the Bond. So
Yeah. All right, and then
Aaron Norton, they're one target now? Really?
yeah,
The one
exactly what they wanted.
verified big?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
And then on the Gold Coast, Sunday 1:15, Gold Coast hosting Sydney.
110. Don't be silly.
Which is 1:15.
I've got starting at 110.
On what?
AFL.
Literally says 1:15 on the app.
It says 110 on the
And on the odds.
website. That's wild.
Yeah.
How is it? What does the fixture say? 115. Interesting.
Yep. Suns at the Bank at home. Of note, I guess there might be a bit of cautiousness around Wits. Ned Moyle's been called up as an in on the extended list for now.
Huh.
So we'll see. Very interesting.
Maybe they're just trying something a little bit different.
They're shaking it up.
Maybe going the double rock action.
Possibly. To be fair,
Just a bit better rotation on him.
Peter Adams has also been included as an in for Sydney on the extended list, so we'll see.
Lahadams.
Yep.
But yeah, I've got Sunnies for this.
Yep. We'll be there. Boots on the ground.
Storming the people.
Yep.
It's first stadium.
Close.
Yeah.
Good enough. All right, and then down to the G for the afternoon. Carlton Geelong. Geelong.
I've got Geelong.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind either team copping a little bit of a reality check loss, though, to be fair, if I'm honest. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Carlton fans are in much less need of a reality check. Or much more, depending on how you look at it, really.
Yep.
Because they're a little bit excited after their easy win. But I'm fine if it goes either way, but I think Geelong are going to win.
Mm-hmm. And then finishing off with a Hawks home game at Marvel.
Boo.
What?
That's a miss by the AFL. Big miss.
No MCG game on Saturday, but MCG and a Marvel game at pretty much the same time on the Sunday. Makes sense.
Yeah, they're not aware of I don't know, heritage.
I guess so.
Jesus Christ.
Squeezing it.
That was me with my coffee this morning. Actually, I ordered a nice long black, and had a few sips on my desk, and then had to drive somewhere. As I left the office, I opened the door, and my cup jumped out of my hand and threw itself into the floor.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Onto the carpet.
But yeah.
Happy days.
Hawks over West Coast. Quite easily.
I've got Hawks, yeah. Yeah.
All right. And it looks like they won't be the shoe-in. I've submitted my tips and now I've lost all the odds.
Yeah.
Bear with me.
It's on the regular website. Oh, Eagles are paying $12.50 to beat the Hawks.
Yep. So it can't be.
Fuck.
I'm going to go the Suns. Suns at home.
Pretty sure like the week before last, I said I'm going to tip against Port for the rest of the season, and I've tipped them against North because there's no fucking way I'm tipping North Melbourne to beat them. And I'm even considering showing them in.
I think that's...
Oh, no, wait. I can't. Can I? Because we can't choose the last one and then kiss a desk at second last, right?
We haven't figured out
Is that
the
what we're
rules
doing?
yet. Yeah.
That's what we should do. That's what we should do because I feel like we just need to... Oh, what was Melbourne Richmond? Can I shoe in... No. Can we keep this pod going for another hour and a half, and I'll show in Melbourne when they win?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thanks. I want to take Pies.
Pies, all right. Pies to roll the Dons. And we are giving Kiss of Death will be North Melbourne? Second biggest?
Second biggest is North, yeah.
Yeah.
Got to give Kiss of Death a chance of taking the chip home.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Quick touch on the
You want to do what?
The NHL and NBA Yoffs are on. A yon, if you will.
Wow.
We'll cover it more.
Yoffs.
It's in the first round for both of them. 2 games played across both things, or maybe some of the NHL games of NHL series have had 3. But we will cover it more as it gets deeper.
Yoffs.
And yeah, congrats to Liverpool for being 1 point away from winning the league.
So close, yet so far. Just got a draw to a pretty weak source Tottenham team on Monday morning.
Well, that's fine. That checks out. Two big clubs.
Just fucking smash the shit out of them. Take the... Because it would be it'd feel a bit shit getting a draw and being like, but at least we won the league.
Yeah, that's
it's moral victory type shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with I've in my tips I've picked them by 3 goals. So that being said, I think I saw earlier that Tottenham are like the team that has had the second most losses by 1 goal or something this season.
Yeah. Not a great year.
That's the problem with being a glass cannon, and also, I guess, all your athletes also being glass cannons and just injuring themselves.
Yes, very true. Very true. All right, should we flip a coin?
Should we do 2?
What do you want to do? Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, you are...
We're not legally allowed to play 2-up right now, but fuck
it. We're not. We're just flipping 2 coins for no particular reason.
I don't think I've ever actually played 2-up. What are the rules? Is it just this one, or these ones?
Yeah, you're just betting on the
regular
outcome, basically, against someone else. There's no house, which I suppose is the good thing. All right, you're the left coin. I'm the right coin. Happy to flip?
Yep.
This ad's blocking my click. There we go. Flipping.
Tails. It's going to be double tails too.
Oh! Oh, double heads. That's brutal.
I've had a nightmare there. There's got to be a 69 joke in there somewhere.
Oh, God.
It's not great.
It's not great. All right.
I don't know. Like, what do I do now? Do I just
give up? Lifetime, you are 21 and 24 now. I'm 28 and 18.
Thanks for not including my double bet.
Yeah.
That would have been no good. Please excuse me. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell.
Brutal way to do it, but that's pretty reflective of all my attempts gambling on 2-up. It's just losing miserably.
Look, I had the greats with me. I've got Jack Gunston down here in my armpit, and he fucking didn't help at all. So it's got players past and present. They fit them all onto one shirt.
Wow.
We're talking like size 4 font.
Yeah, very small.
Yeah. Do you want to guess the I reckon you could name 2 of the last 5. I think it's in chronological order from when they were signed.
Oh, right.
Or when they debuted, actually, probably.
Nick Watson
Yeah.
and
Easy one. Very easy one.
Marbiot Chol.
Yeah.
Dyson Daniels in the crowd there.
Was he?
Yeah, he was in a box with a Richmond scarf.
There
That's because
he is.
the Atlanta Hawks are not very good at basketball.
Imagine your day job is, being bad at basketball, and then you turn up and be a fan of a shit footy team.
Tough look.
Not great.
Not great. Definitely not great.
Yeah. Look, he did quietly purr along this season. It's got in, got it done. It was nothing special.
Mm-hmm. True. All right. See you next week.
Cheerio.